Well, our next guest blasted onto the country music scene in the mid-90s and hasn't looked back since. She also made headlines nearly 3 years ago when she became the very first openly gay, out and proud country music artist. We'd like to welcome hometown girl, Kansas City native Shelly Wright to the show. Shelly, welcome, my friend. So glad to have you here. Okay, so tell our viewers why you're in town. You're in town for an event for the LikeMe Lighthouse. Tell our viewers what that organization does.
The LikeMe Lighthouse is the LGBT center right here in Kansas City, which I was so lucky to have a chance to bring my new voice as a person in the LGBT world to found the LikeMe Lighthouse. And we're having a big event Wednesday night at the Folly Theater.
Yes, you are.
Margaret Cho.
You brought in you pulled in some big names for this. Yes. Tell us what people are going to be here.
Margaret Cho will be here, John Fugelsang, Jim Short, I'll be there. It's going to be a great night of comedy. We're, of course, raising funds is really important, but just another way to engage the LGBT community and straight allies. This isn't, if you're not gay, you can come too. If you are a straight ally, you have a best friend who's gay, a daughter, a nephew, someone in your life, or if you just want to come out and enjoy the show, it's an all-inclusive event.
Now let's talk a little bit about the Lighthouse. I visited last week and we got to see what goes on there. Tell me a little bit about what goes on at the Lighthouse.
Yeah, we engage all of the... Kansas City has a really robust gay community. I don't know if people not in Kansas City know that, but it's a very progressive, diverse city, and there are great organizations and groups that we really are kind of their central hub at the Lighthouse. It's a brick-and-mortar place where people can go for resources and more community. They have their events, their PFLAG events, and other organizations have a home there.
A little oasis, if you will.
It is, and you know, we have an award called the Shine a Light Award, which we will be presenting on Wednesday night, and that's really what the Lighthouse tries to do. We try to shine a light on progress and equality, and we've got a library. I see that you guys are showing footage.
Yeah.
We've got a great library, a computer lab. I went there last night just to pop in and say hi, and ended up with the square dancing group. I square dance.
Of course.
It's hard. I don't know if you've ever square danced, but it's really hard. And you know, it's a place for all to be. And even more profoundly, you know, if you've got a young child, that 15-year-old kid that just came out to you, and you think you know nothing about what life might hold for him or her, come out to the Lighthouse.
Come to the Lighthouse.
Yeah, it's about education, connecting the dots.
Now, why Kansas City for this event?
You know, Kansas City was where I wanted to put the Lighthouse because although I'd moved to Nashville in 1989 and spent 20 years there, I live in New York City now. When I came out, I was very contemplative about who am I? What can I do to use this new voice? And at the heart of who I am is I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, raised in Wellsville, Kansas.
Hometown girl.
And you know what? I do want to say this. If you are a person who's living out and proud in the Kansas City area, and even if you think you don't want to go see a comedy show, you wish we had a music show, wait, you know, we'll come next year with a music show, but come out to the Folly Theater tomorrow night because you might remember a time when you were 15 years old. And if you're out and proud and living a good life as an out and proud gay person, come out because I promise you, there's a 15-year-old kid in Olathe, you know, Paola, Mission Hills. There are young people who need the Lighthouse to be there.
Now, is the Lighthouse just how you envisioned it?
You know, it really is, Michael. It is, it's a place where you can go have community and educate yourself. And it's what I wanted it to be. And of course, we strive to make it better every day, and we need Kansas City to do that.
Well, Kansas City has pretty much thrown their arms around it, so that's awesome. Let's talk about your music. What's next for you, dear?
Well, you know, I'm always writing songs. I just had 2 babies. I have newborn identical twin sons. And so that's kept me a little busy, but I'll make a new record. I'm not sure when yet. I kind of have to wait for that thing to happen inside. But I've been working on a screenplay for the past few years.
Nice.
I know, it's really fun. It's an animated feature. And so we're in development now, and that's kind of my big project right now.
Well, we just love you around here. The Margaret Cho live event for LikeMe Lighthouse is Wednesday night, tomorrow night at the Folly Theater. Now, there's going to be a silent auction at 5, lots of great things to auction off, and the show starts at 7. Tickets start at just $30. Thank you, Miss Shelly Wright. Welcome to the show,
One more thing. We have a Charity Buzz auction online.
Okay.
And we'll put I'll tweet the information later.
Deal.
One of our items is 2 seats to the Kansas City Broncos game at Arrowhead and field passes. A gift from the NFL to the LikeMe Lighthouse.
Great big tickets. All right. Thanks, dear.
Thank
That's
you,
nice.
Michael.
All right, let's toss over to Miss Michelle.